My basic premise for should a kayaker go paddling on a given day is, can that person do a paddle float self-rescue under these conditions on this given day in this water temperature? If so, then that's probably a good day to go kayaking. If that's a little chancy, then maybe you should think about staying home and waiting for a better day.
Hi, I'm Paul Travis, President of the Maine Association of Sea Kayak Guides and Instructors, and I'm also the Director of the Sea Kayak School and one of the lead guides at Old Quarry Ocean Adventures. I'm a registered Maine Sea Kayak Guide, recreation guide, and a wilderness first responder. I'm here today to talk to you about the decision-making process you'll be going through prior to taking your kayak trip. It's important that you realize that before you leave the shore, you really need to focus on planning and preparation. As a guide, when we help people launch, we typically ask them 3 questions. First, can you release your spray skirt? Second, do you have experience doing wet exits? And third, how comfortable are you in doing your self-rescues? If they can't answer yes to all 3 of those questions, we really recommend that they go with one of our guided groups or obtain additional training before undertaking the kind of trip that they're planning. As you prepare for your sea kayak trip, it's important that you look at several groups of items in your planning. We've already talked about the need for a sea kayak with bulkheads for flotation, but it's also important that we include a good quality personal flotation device, items for navigation and communication, things like charts and compasses, a good quality spray skirt, appropriate clothing for the water conditions that you're going to be facing, and then a self-rescue kit for the types of self-rescues that you've practiced. In this case, I have a paddle float and a bilge pump for a paddle float self-rescue. One of the most important parts of your planning process is having a good understanding of the local marine weather conditions. These can be obtained using a weather radio. As you listen to that local forecast, it's important to remember that a 10 to 15 knot wind with 1 to 2 foot seas can still present challenging conditions to a novice kayaker. Be cautious when you're listening to the forecast for wind conditions that may include gusts or strong afternoon sea breezes, and that they can create sea states beyond the marine forecasted condition. Also be aware that when paddling on cold ocean waters, on warm, humid, sunny days, fog is possible. Paddling in the fog takes advanced navigation and communication skills, and you really need to look at your self-assessment to see if these are within your skill level. Paddling in the fog is not recommended for those who don't have these skills, and you should consider paddling alternate routes, not paddling or going with a group. The concept of a bailout is a concept of safety. As conditions change, and those conditions may be changes in weather, changes in conditions of those around you, for example, someone is ill, you may find that you need to change the plan for the trip. This could include finding an alternate route, for example, in the sheltered from the wind, or you may find that you need to simply haul out at a prearranged, pre-planned, or even a unplanned point and simply walk back to your car to maintain your own safety. As we complete the planning and preparation phase for our trip, it's important that we document this plan so that others know where we are going. The document we use is called a float plan. And what a float plan provides is a great deal of information to those who may eventually be looking for us. Specifically, the name and ages of the party with experience level, kayak types and colors. Also includes things like emergency contact numbers, launch time and location, return time and location. And it's important in your planning process that you also consider the role of daylight in your travels. You want to make sure you allow sufficient time to return while you have good daylight and visibility. It includes safety equipment that you may have, and it includes information on your vehicle, including where it may be parked and located. Copies of these are readily available in many publications. This particular float plan came from the Maine Association of Sea Kayak Guides and Instructors, and is available on their website at www.mainseakayakguides.com. This is filed with a friend or representative, or in many cases right at the launch point, and it's a record of your trip, and it means someone is watching out for you.